That's not Abe Lincoln's mullet. That's Marcus Holman's fine head of hair. He and the Boston Cannons facing the 1 seed, the Philadelphia Water Dogs.
Like you said, the first family lacrosse, and the Cannons are just different with him and Cage, starting and playing the whole game.
The championship series final underway. Scarpello down the alley, the bouncer cursed the early save.
He played 2.5 of the first 3 round robin games.
Here comes Matt Campbell all the way. Quickly the other way in transition. It's Jake Higgins, his second goal of this championship series.
If you give up a score, you don't have time to dwell on it. Get the ball, get a help, and now you just evened up the score.
Matt Kavanagh down the alley, it's 2-1. 14 from beyond the arc. The Cannons 0-2s as Sowers whips it wide, but only 4 attempts, and Michael Sowers is down. We'll get a whistle. He is the straw that stirs the drink in settled sets for Philadelphia.
This is high. This is helmet to helmet. This should have been a penalty. This is a bad look. This is the timing at first blush, like when we saw it live, it was like, okay, it wasn't super late, but the helmet to helmet, and it's not anybody. It's Josh Stout. He's been an instigator all tournament long. So no flag thrown on that play, and it's just incredible unfortunate that, like, we don't get to enjoy Michael Sowers.
Big mistake. They felt like it maybe was a cheap shot.
Yeah, you don't want to activate Michael Sowers. Here comes Kavanagh, save DeLuca on the rebound, Trenner.
And then putting those shots on net.
Here comes Conrad, step down rocket, 2-2. Sowers still in the locker room, Holman dunks it home. McCardle guarded by Pattis Lanyon. Draws the slide, over to Conrad, feeds the middle, shot and a score, Jack Trainer. And he's down, more flags fly, and now McCardle has to be separated from Pattis Lanyon. Pat's brother Chris getting in there to break it up. Already chippy early. Michael Sowers took a big hit.
They're so juiced up.
Yeah, it was Trainer who shot it. Pattis Lanyon comes in and nails him. And you brought up an interesting point at the end of that first matchup. With about 4.5 minutes to go, the Water Dogs essentially brought the ball across midfield, took a shot clock violation.
Kill unit, 83%.
5 out of 6 on the doorstep. Jeff Connor, and he's denied by Curse. Point blank save. Campbell, ambushed. Gets it to Holman, turns, fires, and DeLuca with the save. It went out of bounds on Philly. Boston with the ball. 5-on-4 here. Jeff Connor. Now Ryan Conrad. McCardle to Scarpello on the doorstep. Connor again. This time 4 scores.
Shoot that shot as opposed to giving up a 2.
Bubba Fairman out to Ryan Drenner on the high wing. Dusts board up and puts it home.
And that's just a breakdown defensively for Water Dogs. You got to have that extra defender inside floating as the free double team.
Asher Nolting, 11 points in the semis. Barging to the cage. Short-handed and all, the Cannons not flustered going to the rack. Not get blitzed by a first quarter Water Dogs avalanche. Here comes Kavanagh, streaking to the cage. There's a little pop in the step for Boston today. Nolting. He just powered that home, sheer will.
And Higgins was actually up in his airspace, but Nolting.
There comes Caraway. Launches from the outside, Cursed vetoes. Campbell coming off an outstanding rookie season in the PLL, was an all-star. Shimmy, shakes, and scores.
And the Water Dogs have been slow to slide, and the Cannons are just feasting on those one-on-one matchups.
Professional lacrosse, he can take over as the quarterback of the offense. Trainer with a bouncer to beat Cursed.
And that's Scarpello's second assist. So he's going to be asked to play a lot more offense.
Kavanagh shakes Connor and beats DeLuca.
Strong start for Kavanagh. Came into today just shooting 30%.
11 points in the semis. Working on Higgins, and Knowlton gets his right hand free.
It's a stick to use Higgins as a screen.
Philly at times has looked stagnant in the settled set. Kyle Borda DIY. That's a big loss. Ricardo wheels down the alley. Fairman knocks him back. Fairman getting aggressive. That'll draw a flag. And more words exchanged.
How about we all grow up a little bit? That'd be great.
I don't disagree.
Ready?
Now with the minute penalty,
This is going to be a two-man advantage until Aslanian gets back. Oh, what an absolute Hadouken by Trainer.
that sends a message.
That's a two.
Trainer continues his fantastic tournament.
Campbell shorthanded, puts it home.
And that's one DeLuca usually comes up with. Good job by Campbell.
That was an even strength goal, pardon me. 11-9, we come up on 4 minutes to play. Another two-pointer. Jeff Connor has evened things at 11.
It's not just one guy that can score from two, right? Their whole offensive unit.
And Conrad gives Philadelphia the lead. Higgins accelerates. Two at the cage. Higgins scores! Boston find an answer. Holman denied by DeLuca. Rebound, Pat Aslanian. Holman will try a two. Took a hit from Scarpello. I guess that they would say and one if there was a flag.
No film from that first meeting of the Water Dogs, and they've definitely come out with a pep in their step.
McCardle finds the back of the net, so apparently the airing of grievances. Well, feats of strength today. Matt Kavanagh goes inside.
He's got a pep in his step.
Knowlton against Scarpello. Holman and that little slip screen. Scarpello with the takeaway.
Great find.
Extra pass from the wing. Bingo!
Great find by Scarpello.
Knowlton fakes the pass. Fires on DeLuca. He makes the save.
By far the fewest across the board.
Conrad and Rawl, and Ryan Conrad on the inside, beautifully done, and Ryan Drenner ties it at 15.
Yeah, you could.
Fly by.
Holman out to Campbell.
Center. Drive.
Campbell shoots on the run. DeLuca's there for the save.
They got numbers here.
Here comes Conrad. It's a 3-on-2. The trailer. It's Trainer. Step down, rocket. Yes.
Drop.
Good idea.
Good Higgy. Ground. Ground.
Knowlton against Higgins, and he squeaks it through.
And that's pretty good defense by Higgins. Not a lot.
McCardle, bang.
What's interesting about the Water Dogs roster, you want to see Chris Sabia and Ben Randall potentially shoot and make a two.
Check.
He said he wouldn't hear the end of it.
Chris and Ben, you can take that up with Coach Copeland. We're just...
Get into him.
Asher Knowlton spinning on Charlie Hayes. Knowlton gets the right hand free. Just used his size and his mass.
You know, they don't want to have him end up with a stat sheet where he's not only scoring goals, but getting his teammates involved.
Good look here. McCardle ties it at 18.
On your right, on your right.
This guy in college at High Point, not only did he get the pole, he got a pole and then he got a slide. Drenner stays out of the crease. Guarding Drenner. Holman wheeling down the alley and he scores. Here comes Caraway. Caraway fires with the right hand, his first of the game. Scarpello's got 3 assists. Scarpello all the way. Nobody picked him up, and we're tied at 20. He's become a bit of a villain here. Jump shot, saved by Kirst. Rebound scooped up by Trainer. Back outside, Borda the bomb from 2.
Huge play there by Trainer. He's
Knowlton falls down. Drenner, shot fake and a score.
Scarpella was just on offense. He's got to be gassed.
Nolting looking for the equalizer, gets inside, tied at 22. 5 to shoot. McCardle trying to get to the middle, spun back to his right. McCardle shoots, saved by Kirst. The Cannons can win it here at the end of regulation. The brink of courage and surrender. Conrad and Rawl. And it's scooped up by Higgins. Trainer camping out in the crease. Caraway, right hand free. Kirst comes up with the save. Campbell with Conrad on him. Campbell gets free, fires. DeLuca, Stonewall, Holman the rebound. Fresh 30 for Boston. Holman, Kavanagh, ball game. Boston, your champion. It becomes pretty neat on-ramp to 2028 and the Olympics, when lacrosse will be included as an Olympic sport, and we'll see this sixes format. Thrilling finish in the championship series final. Boston 23, Philadelphia 22. For Dana Boyle, for Ryan Boyle, I'm Anish Schroepfer and our entire crew. Thank you so much for watching. So long to St. James.